This guy has a top 16 finish at the Fireside Gathering Championships. He finished number 65 on ladder last season. His highest peak at Legend is number 3 in North America. He's been top 8s of ESL events, of other Open Cups that have been going on. And this guy also writes articles and publishes them on Complexity's website and on Gosu Gamers.
Yeah, he writes quite a few.
Yeah, and so that's a lifestyle Hearthstone player. This guy, that's kind of the embodiment of what a professional is when they adapt their lifestyle to the game.
He also has time to learn 7 languages and pick up Italian cooking. That's the Jor dude.
Where he learned all from 4 Hour Chef with Tim Ferriss.
Oh,
Get your abs shredded.
The last 2 things I made up, just want to make those clear.
I didn't make up anything.
He speaks at least 1 language, somewhere between 1 and 7.
Somewhere between 1 and 7. A very low number when you're talking about, or a very small scale when you're talking about languages.
Yeah, well, first matchup is going to be Druid versus Mage. And it looks to be Tempo Mage with a full spell start. That's well, it would have been a good pickup last turn.
I still think that's, well, yes, but I still think it's a pretty darn good pickup.
Yeah.
Something else to notice here is that Jordy, one of his favorite decks is Mage. His second favorite one's that. So in this spot, they still have some great turns going on. Flame Cannon's going to offset this early tempo. They're going to be able to play Mana Worm into Unstable Portal, potentially pick up a minion that's very impactful there. But then they get to also offset the Druid tempo with Mirror Entity. So this is actually kind of a big deal right here. Because if they played the Mirror Entity this turn, say they didn't pick up this Mana Worm, they might feel pressure to play the Mirror Entity, which could then trap a Shade.
Yeah.
In this spot, the Shade will come down before something else, likely, and then they follow up with the Mirror Entity to pressure even bigger minions afterwards. So them having the Mana Worm drawn behind, kind of a blessing in disguise in certain kinds of situations. And this one in particular.
Yeah. And Unstable Portal could be a big pickup here. Let's see what it is. A Lord of the Arena.
It's not too shabby to invest mana into Lord of the Arena right now. And something else that's actually really important given the circumstance is that if this was a bigger minion, it would be checked by the big game hunter that UCLA just drew.
So are you saying that Lord of the Arena is the perfect size?
To counter big game hunter? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
What a card.
I'm going to put Lord of the Arena in my decks as soon as I get home.
Yep.
Yeah, but seriously, this is like super interesting stuff that's going on. UCLA, I think, may even have to consider the implications of just playing a big game hunter right now to try and contest this board position. Their hand is very heavy. They already have 2 cards locked up in Savage Roar and Force Nature, very unlikely to get played early on. They don't have a turn 6 play. Where does their hand go after this? And because of that, this big game hunter might be a throwaway right now.
Yeah, it's a really tough choice. They're just going to go with the hero power.
Yeah, and now here's really the big question from Simon Fraser's side. Well, with that draw, it's a little bit easier. But, really the big question was, do you play the Lord of the Arena right now? I mean, your opponent
slam it.
Your opponent just missed turn 4. The Mirror Entity could potentially crush their curve.
Yeah, but Mirror Entity is also a great tool to, not allow your opponent to contest your board as well. So you develop a big board, and then you play Mirror Entity while you have a big board. It's almost impossible for your opponent to come back on that in that type of situation.
Either way, Reynad is going to present a big problem for this
Lord
board
of
right
the
now.
Arena!
You got that one, though. If it's a movie reference, TJ's lost in the woods. But if you make a Hearthstone reference, TJ's on top of it instantaneously.
If there's one thing I could say, I would get at least a B+ in that class. It'd be Hearthstone pop culture.
And look at what this has opened up. Here's the thing. Lord of the Arena, still totally fine. I mean, this is a 6/5 on the board. And if they didn't have this Fireball, that may have influenced us a little bit more. But either way, this is, the damage is pouring in at this point. The only thing they're considering is, do we Arcane Missiles this turn?
Arcane Missiles becomes 5 damage for 1 mana. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you thought Mind Blast was okay.
Wait till you see this.
Wait till you see the 1 mana version. 13 for UCLA. I don't know if they can win.
UCLA, they just facepalm right now. They're just thinking, oh man, what do we even do?
Well, that Wrath may be able to carry this just enough.
Are you even sure? They
Not
have
anymore,
the Wrath swipe just to clear off.
Yeah, they're still
Lord of the
even if they Wrath swipe the Mana Worms, which is more power, they still end up losing the game because that second Fireball in hand. So from their perspective, they're trying to do the most they can to wipe out this damage. but look at the damage that pours in from a couple of mana worms. You have to check these early game minions or the game just snowballs out of control.
And that's exactly what Tempo Mage loves to do. And with that, Simon Fraser is going to take a very quick 1-0 lead in the series. And the boys over at the University of California, Los Angeles look a little flustered, but
even he can't even believe what just happened.
yeah.